Hey guys, so I was at a bar the other day, and this guy comes up to me and says, "Hey man, I got this cool devil in the dollar." And I'm thinking, alright, come on, really? I mean, don't waste my time. But actually what he showed me was pretty cool. So I'm going to show you what he showed me, and then you decide for yourself if I'm crazy or if this is a coincidence that is just like so amazing that it's almost hard to believe. So let's get started. I want to fold the dollar on this crease here, and I want the crease is basically going to go right down the middle of the one. So give me a second. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a paper airplane. Okay, now this is where the first coincidence occurs, is you have on the reverse side this one, or maybe it says uno, I don't know, but it's interesting. Maybe it's an I. It's interesting. You have the 3 ones on the back, and then the 3 ones on the front. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this a little better into a pyramid. Okay, now the first thing that this gentleman at the bar told me was you have 3 sides to the pyramid. 1, 2, 3. But if you're into the Masonic thing, or who knows, pyramids, all that sort of thing. I mean, there's obviously a lot of Masonic imagery in the dollar. You have 3 sides of the pyramid, but you only have one on top. One on top. Now, about that, obviously you have the all-seeing eye of Horus, which we're all familiar with, and then there's another all-seeing eye peering at you. Yes, that is George Washington's eye, but it's a little creepy because it's, it's up there. I don't know, actually, if there's any significance to this, or if this is all just crazy talk, but this is the first thing. Now, the second thing is the face. So, the face is here, and then the face is also here. So let me color in the details, and you'll see for yourself. Okay, so I colored in, this is like this, I colored in the areas that would be the eyes. And so what you can see here is that those are the 2 eyes, and then you have a nose, and then you have maybe like a kind of a beard, or like a flowing hair or something like that. Now, okay, so you have the beard, the eyes colored in red, and then other people might think that, or I've kind of thought to myself that this in a way almost looks like a cobra. It's a little strange, but that's not the strange part. The strange part is when we flip this around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase the previous eyes. Okay, so what I did is I erased the reverse image eyes, and now you can see a new set that I filled in here. And this is the devil in the details. So obviously the 2 eyes, the devil's horn, and then, it almost looks like a bull. So that could be maybe like the snout of the bull. So now that you've seen this, you're never going to be able to unsee it, and you're never going to look at the dollar bill the same way again. There's a lot of interesting history about it, which I'm not going to get into here, just to make the video brief, but yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so I was thinking to myself, what if there's more? It's so hard for me to not believe that this was not done by design, but then again, a lot of things happen. So I thought to myself, what would happen if I took this pattern that exists and reversed it? Okay, now I'm going off the deep end. Triple sevens, hey, lucky dollar. Grand Masons, okay, I've gone totally crazy. And triple ones. Now, are these triple ones, or is that an eye? Or is that the all-seeing eye of Horus? Is George Washington the one? George Washington was the 33rd degree Mason. So when I did the opposite thing, the only thing I can extrapolate is that we still have the 3 ones, which is actually kind of interesting to me. Yeah. I don't know. Well, the other thing I realize here is that George Washington was, just forget that DC, the one. And also a Grand Mason.